Hey guys, we're back with Somber Tango. I'm trying to teach my wife how to speak from her diaphragm. She's doing really well. Well, really, I'm talking like really well.
Really good.
Really rude. so, um, so let's see if we can remember what happened last time. Do you remember anything from last time?
Um, we saw guys.
We saw guys
Yeah,
and they killed other guys
and magic.
and magic. There was some magic.
Yeah, I know.
I remember colors too.
I know your partner is Yumi
and,
and your pen.
and I'm Pan.
Yeah,
And did we win or did we lose?
but we're not there yet.
Yeah, you forgot. We lost. Remember? We got
Oh, yeah,
the
you're right.
the great mother.
Oh, grandmother, yes.
Yeah.
The hideous woman.
Yeah, the hideous woman.
Yeah.
Um so now we're on so Vish and I had a plan and we're gonna be getting into it pretty soon.
Nice.
Shh, don't tell anybody my password. It has 5 letters in it. Okay, so we are still attacking out, which is kind of cool. We're getting our construction, which lets us build like items. Level 2 will let us get us. I don't know what it get. Oh, we can get our first hammers. So you got these hammers that make it so. Okay, so your items cost gems, right? So they either cost normally in multiples of 5, so 5 gems or 10 or 15. And if you make this special hammer, it reduces that cost by 2. And so we want to make a bunch of these. I like to have like as many as possible. It drives my partners nuts. We found 2 magic sites, which is really awesome. Both of these, this looks like possibly a nature gem, which we want. And this is earth, and earth is very important for us. Earth gems are like your armors and your like your accessories that are more like you want to when you're fighting with one guy versus an army, you need that one guy to survive. He doesn't have to kill very fast, although it does help, but he has to survive. Step 1 is to make him survive, and earth gems kind of help you survive. Okay, so our first battle. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna look and see if this is something we want to see. Nah, this is crappy. So he sent his army out to start attacking Vish and trying to get Vish to fight him because he thinks he can win against Vish.
Fish?
I'm sorry. Yeah, Vish, my partner.
Yeah.
Yomi.
Which
He dodged. So he did, and this is just province defense. It's just crappy. What's that?
you said the bunny is not a new player.
He is not. I actually played another game with him once, and he knows what he's doing. But right now he's kind of fighting a 2v1.
Mm.
He's fighting us both at the same, and he's holding us off, so he's not doing a bad job. His partner kind of leaves him out to dry, though.
His partner only made 9 pro
Yeah, he had a very bad expand.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so we're raiding, and then here Vish is raiding, and then he comes over and so this is kind of an interesting battle. So this is the province that we were trying to siege down and trying to break. And he sends his great mother in, and watch my army and see what it does. See what it's doing?
Bunny.
Yeah, we're running. And this isn't because we don't have a leader. We do have a leader. But now the leader's gone, and now everybody's running away, and these 2 will run away. So ultimately, we only lost 4 guys because I kind of expected him to do this, and so I wanted to keep enough on there to, if he didn't attack it, to keep sieging it. But if he did attack, that we would run away.
Because all of your guys together is not great.
Not at all. So we had an unexpected event. One of my commanders caught a frog in the swamp and is keeping it as a pet. So if we go to this province and we look, right here is the frog. See, he's got 1 hit point, and he can even do a tiny bite. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, he's also stealthy. He's a sneaky frog.
Oh, that's you know.
Yeah, we caught him, didn't we?
Yep.
But if you see all these like troops here, these are so what happens when you have a leader is there's a good chance that you'll go with your leader to the province. And my leader, where did she go? Did I lose this? Did I lose her? No, she went to Swamp of Forgetting. So she's at Swamp of Forgetting. Oh no, she was okay. She was here. Oh, she's up here. Okay, so there's a chance that they'll go here. Now the way that this works is that there's I think it's like a 75% chance that your commander's an intelligent commander and goes someplace they're supposed to go. 25% chance that they go into enemy territory and they and all their troops die. But it's not necessarily 25 because it's a 25% that they're stupid and they go randomly. So not enemy. So then if we look and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces around, they will pick one of those 5 provinces randomly to go to. And if it's a friendly province, lucky us. If it's not, then they die. Now, nice thing for us, all these provinces were ours. So we were guaranteed. And then some of the troops just randomly go in other directions. So these guys just kind of went off in a random direction. And so that's what you're seeing here is like my troops are all scattered to high heck now. Yeah, they can go here. So they all retreated to random places.
Huh.
So it was actually a really successful retreat, kind of. But these troops they're not important troops.
So, game knows that you and Bleach are together.
Yeah, it does know that we're on a team. The problem is that like if you see this army now, I don't know when he got so many troops. It says 220, so he's got 170 guys, which is absolutely wild. I don't know how, and like he's got 63 of these boar warriors, which are like cap only sacred, so he can only make them in his capital. I don't know when he got this many troops, but holy crap! Like about half of the troops he's ever pumped out. Now the thing about this that because I just started doing the like practicing with this nation, these guys are crap with his bless. They're really not good. So I don't know why he did those. What I ended up doing is let me look at them real quick. I expanded with the horsies. So I expanded with these Aponi knights, and it worked really well. I mean, not like really well, but like I got like 22 provinces in 12 turns, which is pretty good. I get about like almost 30 with Pan. So I get was it?
But more expensive than the other guy.
It isn't as expensive. This is 25 gold, and the ones he's using are 24 gold, so it's only 1 gold more. It's not that much, and these guys are designed to be blessed. You're supposed to put something big on. That's why they're expensive, but without the bless, they're kind of useless.
So right now, the money.
He just doesn't have a good bless. He only has he only has larger, which just gives you more hit points. But he what's it? But like if you see like he goes from a size 2 to a size 3, so you can only have 2 of these guys in one square, which is really bad. It's not you want a lot of guys in the same square.
Why he make the choice?
I just not I don't know. I guess maybe he moved to these guys later. They do have these boar tattoos which are really good, but not versus us. Or not versus me. Against Yomi they're just fine. Personally I would have gone with these Aponi Knights and then I would have moved over to the Noble Warriors, which cost less.
Yeah.
It's the same resources. So this unit is debatably better because you can get I don't know, it's like you can get 4 of these. I don't know, my math is not working. No, you can get 6 of these for the same cost as 4 of these. And you still have 10 gold left over. So it's almost twice as expensive. You're almost getting 2 more of these guys. And these guys are pretty good comparably. In fact, I don't even really know the difference. Bodyguard? Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. I would have gone with these guys because they've got the same tattoo in addition. They're still Zerking. The other option is to go with these Noble Warriors, which are even cheaper.
And doesn't need blood.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a wolf. Oh, that's attack skill. Oh man, I take these guys in a heartbeat. So yeah, and then there's other options too. You can take like these guys, which they get invulnerability as well, and they're like dirt cheap. You can get like you can get 3 of these guys for the cost of one of these guys. So I don't know why he did what he did, but different people. I was talking to a guy who almost won with Merverny, and he told me like there's lots of different options that you have. So we rated up here, and I was hoping for like a big expensive province, and instead it's only 43 gold. I can't do anything down here. While this great mother is down here, I can't do anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start going up here with my troops and probably like sneaking up and then hitting roofs. Because why not? It's free money. This is turn 18.
Oh. You need to be.
To do what?
You're.
To get my pretender, yeah, but we don't. Well, to get his, and his doesn't move. His stays at home the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, but I should be getting my profit should be coming out soon. And if you see, this is Ohm's profit right here, and it's like it's I don't know, it's like normally a monster. I don't know, it's beyond the scope of this to get too much in detail, but mine's gonna be a big cyclops that's good at crafting things. So that's why I'm getting this construction too, because if I'm correct, see, I'm not. I thought I might have an Earth 3 guy that can make the hammer, but it doesn't.
No, your guy doesn't attack.
Oh, that's why. Okay, I need to wait. Oh no, I can do it this turn. Okay, so we have come up with a way to kill these great monsters. And the way is that if you remember how the elephants couldn't trample these guys?
Yeah.
Because they got high defense, right?
Yeah.
Got a plan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make these things called Chithoronic lion pelts. And what it does, it lowers my defense a little bit, but it gives me a crap ton of protection. And then we're gonna do that, and not only that, but I get them. I think I get these cheap for my nation. And we're also gonna talk to Alm and try to get them to do that as well.
Yeah,
what's it? Defense is your ability to dodge.
Oh,
so,
dodge.
So if you got like an elfish type guy, they're dodging everything. But if you got a big guy in plate mail, like a knight,
yeah.
And you swing, you're gonna hit him.
Yeah.
But are you gonna do damage? He's got protection, so the elf has low protection. The elf has high defense, and so yeah, the other way around. And so we're also going to make some of these, which give us additional defense and additional protection. So these things are really good too. And then we're going to make these great swords of sharpness that deal armor-piercing damage. And one of the problems we have with her is that her where is she? She was here. Is that her protection is like super freaking high. So she's already 24, and it gets higher too. Oh, okay, there we go. So it goes all the way to 29. That means I need to do 29 points of damage before I do any damage to her. But armor piercing will break this in half, so it only does 15 protection rather than 29. Does that make sense?
No.
So let me show you real quick. Or it'll give it away. Forge. So it says armor piercing. You see that? Armor piercing?
Yes.
So armor piercing, it says the damage value plus the strength of the attacker determines the amount of damage. So strength plus 15.
Okay.
Armor piercing will have the opponent's protection. It says armor, but it means protection. So instead of 29, it's only 15.
Yeah.
So already this damage, it gets rid of all of her protection just from the sword alone. And then these guys do 19 strength, so it does 19 damage right off the bat to her for every single guy that we have. In addition, we got our Bless, which does an additional 4 damage. So we're doing 22 damage per hit. Then we got a spell that will let us attack twice. So every turn, one guy does 44 damage. And then we're going to kit together for about 6 of these. Now, will it work? We've done the test, and it says it will work, but you never know until... It's kind of like when I'm expanding. When I did my expanding, I was getting like 30 provinces. But then I got in here, and I got, I had like this province one of these provinces was a disaster. And I could have gotten these 2 other ones if it wasn't a disaster. So, the question is, how's that going to work?
That's my money, right?
Arverni's friend is this one up here, and this is who I'm going to attack.
Okay.
This is Zabalba, the one that's like the late game scary guy.
Oh, yeah.
And our neighbor to our south, so this is me, this is our neighbor, has come over, and if you see, he's on Zabalba's capital. Zabalba is losing. Memoria says they're about to come up, and so we're going to burn through these teams, or these next couple turns, but remind me to look at Arcoscephali and at Zabalba's the border every single time. But we're going to burn through a couple of these turns because I do want to get through it, and we're already halfway through the episode. So, continuing on to turn 19. Okay, so if you see, we got a whole bunch of swords from Ulm.
Yeah.
And so we're giving them a lot of earth gems, and they're giving us these. And they have a smith that makes things cheaper. So they have the hammer that minuses 2, the smith which minuses 1, and so a 5-gem item only costs them 2, and we're giving them 5.
Oh.
So it would have cost us the same amount, or we might even give them 4. So that way we save a gem, and they get 2 gems for free. So it's kind of how it works. Now, if you see, we also went up to Enchantment 2, which I think unlocks a couple more spells. I need to look at the Enchantment 2. I'll show you what it is. And then I'm going to burn down Alteration as fast as I can. Alteration is how I get the swarm, the lots of bugs, and so yeah, that's what we're aiming for. So let's see what if you see like there's lots of fighting this turn. Just raiding, and this was actually an attack. So he attacked me down here, and on this side I've got a lot of PD, and then this high priest that remember was set to attack or set to run away. And my bad. I think that I shouldn't have done this, but I set it to retreat again. We might have actually won this if I didn't set him to retreat. So kind of sad. But all in all, actually that was a disaster. That was an absolute disaster. Yeah, we probably should have gone all in. But oh well, what can you do? It wasn't that big of a deal. Harpies are cheap. Militia were free. These guys, I'm not going to use them again. So it was bad, but oh well. Okay, so he attacked me, but then Vish actually came in and came to the province after me.
Oh.
And so he has these 3 Dione, which are really big guys. But they have no gear on them, so that could be really bad. Okay, so if you see, these guys are casting Stone Skin, and that brings their protection up to 24. These guys only do 16 damage.
Not damage at all.
Probably. They now in Dominions, and I'm gonna make this go faster, and you can watch while I'm explaining. In Dominions, you roll 2 6-sided dice, both sides, and it's open ended. That means if it's a 6, it turns into a 5, so you minus 1 damage, but then you get to roll the dice again. And if you roll a 6 again, then you get to roll the dice again and again and again and again. That means any unit on this screen can attack another unit for 1,000,000 damage. Theoretically. Not likely, but theoretically.
Yeah.
And that's the fun of Dominions, is that you never know what's going to happen. Now what he did is that he summoned these skeletons, and then the skeletons dealt with Marverni. And so if you see, all of them died. So an absolute loss for him. It's still only about 100 gold, but oh well. Yeah. Okay, so these are mercenaries. So he paid. These are paid troops that they can appear anywhere. Okay, just a little raiding. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? Raiding. Okay, so we have gone on to Florian, which look, the frog attacked. Oh, watch it. Okay, so I put the frog down here so that he's a flanking force, and then what the frog's gonna do is he's gonna come around here and then hit the commander. Okay.
Tiny bite.
Yeah, with a tiny bite. Oh man, see, stupid Maenads. Oh man. Okay, so what I've done is I've gone to where the Great Mother was, and I jumped on the fort, hoping that she wouldn't be on patrol, and that way I can lock down money. I lock down money, and he can't build troops, and he can't build mages, and it's something to make him so he stays off guard.
Yeah.
So that one. Okay, there we go. And then more rating. And Marverni continues to push onward, and we need to go look and see where that is. Okay, I got a lot of money, which is really good. And this is an attack pendant, so it's gonna, you know how we talked about like dodging.
Yeah.
This bear claw talisman makes it so I'm more likely to hit. So if the elf is dodging, I'm a little bit faster with my swing or something. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, so the sad news is that that we lost a province to barbarians. Yeah, it just was not a good turn for that. So okay, so real quick, let's look at enchantment. Oops, enchantment level 2. And what we got is this. We got Breath of Winter, which is it makes cold around me, and people go unconscious. Now, when the Great Mother tramples, it makes her tired. Plus, the cold will make her more tired. And so we're hoping she goes unconscious, and at that point, we just beat the ever-living bejesus out of her. We also got personal regeneration, which will make me be able to get my hit points back if she does hit me once. And then that looks like it. So, we're going alteration. I told you about that. Okay, so okay, so this is his pretender. He's got that boar, and it looks like he might actually attack this turn. I don't know.
Yumi?
This is Femoria, and they're gonna hit. They've told us they're gonna hit Zabalba. We told them that we might take like these 3 provinces, and so if they do go to war and it looks like they're losing, that don't touch these. These are ours, and otherwise we'll get angry and look at them crossly. we will do a level 2 angry look.
Okay, so right now, again.
Well, tell me the color of the flag.
Oh, so first I'm taking Zabalba.
Okay, Fomorius, the purple.
Yes, Femoria. So I killed Zabalba.
Yeah, they see that Zabalba is getting. I mean, if you see Roos is already taking these, and what's funny is that Roos is taking territory while his partner is getting eaten.
I don't know how to play the game.
Well, he thinks that I mean maybe they're talking to each other. He's like, I got my great mother. I got this under control.
So right now, Femoria is attacking, and you told Femoria that those 3 fronts are yours.
Yes, and that if he does go to war with Zabalba to lay off of these 3 provinces.
Are you happy?
No, but neither is Femoria is not going to take Zabalba. They're not going to take the cap. They're doing what's called vulturing. Vulturing is you see somebody that's dying and you take a piece of the meat. You're not the lion.
Like
You're the vulture. You're the hyena. Yes, but vulturing sounds a little bit more noble. So we're gonna be a little more noble. And I've told Zabalba, I said, hey, if you're gonna lose, like I don't want a bigger. If you're gonna lose, don't take me with you. Do you mind if I take a little bit of your provinces? And he said no problem, because that's kind of what you want to do. You don't want to screw over everybody else. You don't want to make the guy who's killing you. Like, okay, so let's say Zabalba says, no, you need to keep your nap 3. You can't do this to us. Well, then the guy who beats him is going to take all this and then going to beat us. So he's going to punish us for having a nap with him.
So, what about when he dies? You want to kill Maria?
He wants to let us have some land because we've been nice to him.
Yes, but...
Oh, who's killing him? Bruce is, and if you remember these guys last turn, these guys jumped on there. Oh my goodness, you know what? This went gray. Okay, so this one went gray, and these ones are not Ulm. If there was a fight here, and Ulm lost, they lost everything, because where would they run away to?
Nowhere.
They can't. So they might have went invisible, because they can go invisible. But right now, they all might have lost a big battle. I don't even know. I didn't ask him. But right now, Zabalba says they're doing fine.
So gray is barbarian, right?
They're independent. So in other words, a random event, kind of like the barbarians.
Yeah.
So yeah. Other than that, I'm not seeing anything else. But you're starting to see my troops move here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these guys and go here, and these guys go here, and probably hit this one in force. Or I might be sneaky about it, move these guys here, and move these guys here. I don't want to fight that Great Mother. We're not ready for this. And so we're gonna push forward to next turn because right now it's just we can't do anything. It's kind of boring at this point. So we're getting I'm getting more items from Yomi. I've got two more. Okay, that's a crap. Never mind. I got one more magic site. This Farm of Plenty is crap. It doesn't give us any gems, and the gems are everything. Yeah, it's you always get excited. You're like, I got two, and one's a Farm of Plenty. So, just like no. Okay, so we're actually oh hey, super woke disciple, ruler of Pangea, counselor of divine nourishment has broken free. That's my prophet. So yeah, we get to okay, so we finally get to see Almish troops in an Almish attack. Never mind, we get to see Bobo the warrior scout. Oh my, okay, so what they're doing, this is called pinging a throne. And what he's doing is he's looking to see what's in here. He comes here, he attacks, and he tells the scout to run away. So that way we know what's in Farron, which is next to our border. So I've got an idea that he wants to attack this province at this point.
Yumi?
Ulm. Yep, that's the guys to our south who's sending us stuff.
So Ulm wants to take you guys?
No, not us. An independent site.
Oh, independent.
Yeah, this is independent, and this is a throne. So this is how you win games: is you take these things. But they're normally guarded by a lot of stuff, and the reason that you want to see, if I'll actually show you what I'm doing when I look at this guy, I just did it automatically. Sorry. Okay, so first thing I'm doing is I'm looking for mages. Mages are normally wearing dresses, and they're dressed like they're going to a ball. Okay. So see this guy? Oh man, look at that, the pretty princess. Okay, so.
That guy?
No, he's not. Okay, so he's got one water level, he's got one earth, and one astral, and he's got enough pearls to have some fun. So normally what they do is they make these elementals. Have you seen elementals before? Okay, like water elemental would be a big monster made out of water.
Oh, okay.
And earth would be big out of earth and fire out of fire. And then the astral, what they do is they use their brain to like burst your brain or to like kill your soul.
Oh, it's
mind damage, yeah, like kind of like that. And so he's got the ability to do one like little damage spell. It's kind of unimpressive, but it normally kills like a chaff unit, like a crappy unit will just die. He's got the ability to, he needs 2 levels of earth in order to cast the earth elementals or the water elementals. And he can use 1 to boost it to 2. So like if I use 1 earth gem, that goes from 1 to 2. And then he uses a second gem to cast the elemental. But the thing is, you can only use as many gems as you have paths. So he can only use 1 gem. So I think that he might be there's some other ways that he can get his way up, but I'm not too afraid of this guy. He'd have to cast all his gems in order to get the earth and the water elemental. So that guy's not too scary. Let's look at the next one. They don't get them back. Once they're gone, the independents never get their gems back as far as I know.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so this guy is a little scary with blood mage, because if you see all these ladies down here? Yeah. They're blood slaves, and he sacrifices them to do magic. So that's kind of scary.
Oh no.
And then he's got death, so what he's going to do is he's probably going to summon demons. He's going to kill one of these ladies, and then 2 demons will show up, and the demons will attack. And then he's got death, and he can use each of these gems to make a bunch of skeletons. And then this guy, again, fire elementals, water elementals, earth elementals. But he can get the fire elementals out, he can get the earth elementals, but there's no way for him to get the water elementals. There's no way to go from water 1 to water 2 unless you're underwater. If that makes sense. So, like, the same thing. You can't get higher air unless you're in a storm. But earth, because there's earth underneath your feet, or fire because, I don't know, fire, you can use a gem to boost your fire or to boost your earth. So there's different ways to make your fire levels and your magic levels higher. And it's one of those things that you just you have to study a lot. That's why I used to see me like always studying this game. Yeah. Was because I'd be studying how to make my levels higher. and what spells I can use once I get them higher. It is a very complex game. So we gotta hurry up because this is we're at the 30-minute mark. Okay, so nothing. We finally did hit, and if you see, this guy has got 24 province defense. I'm gonna show you just how much province defense is once we're done with this. And all I did is I took a single white centaur, so it cost me 55 gold, and technically it probably shouldn't have even done that. He just got lucky. Actually, nah, he probably didn't get lucky. He just it's the cost of 24. But I'll show you. It cost me 55 gold, and we'll see how much gold he spent. Okay, and so we got okayed from Zabalba to attack a province. So yeah. Zabalba said that we could take this province, and we're taking it now. So he says I'm done, that I'm gonna die. So I'm taking this before Lemuria or before Ulm can take it, and I've got his permission to do so. Florian is the province that we were sieging, and he came out with a bunch, like a couple really cheap researchers and a bunch of really cheap guys, and I think we probably just ran away. Let's see, because we were expecting his great mother to come back. Yeah. Oh, run, my frog, run! I have a feeling the frog got away. Oh, it doesn't say. Darn. Okay. Aww. Yeah, we will not know what happened to Froggy. Okay, so this is Mikone. You remember Ulm? Yeah. Guy, this is his pretender. Does it look familiar? Yeah, so he has one too. And
they're a great mother?
Yeah, there's everybody can take one. So even we could have taken one, but we chose not to. Oh. So this is how he's going around and taking over their provinces. Is he's using this thing to kill them. Same thing we have like that we're dealing with. Okay, we got a sling of 8. Oh, we got 5 pearls. That's good. So that's like gems. We got no money, loss of population, and a bunch of gems. Okay, so this is really good. Sun dim, solar eclipse has shrouded the world in darkness. Darkness is really good because remember our troops have that they can see in the dark.
Oh yeah, you're
just a little, and so it's finally starting to pay off, and it's really cheap to get that too. So what was it?
The other people.
No, some of them can. Like I think these guys can. Yeah, the Dione can actually see in darkness. Yeah, they can see in the dark. Yep. So again, we had another group of bad guys try to take our provinces, but these are just villains. Villains are the crappiest unit in the game. There's a bunch of jokes about what can defend against these villains, and normally it's like one. If you see, it's one PD might have been able to kill all these guys, but he had one of these big guys there, so it didn't matter. So. Okay, so let's look at our borders real quick. Nothing happening down here. This is the throne that he pinged. Remember how I told you? This isn't the one on our border. It's the one on Roos's border. And if he takes this, it's going to make Roos very upset. And if you see, I took both of these provinces. So we now have... I was doing a bunch of testing to see if I could kill Roos, because these guys can attack Roos's capital, and so can these guys. But it was kind of like a 50-50 that I could kill him and I might not kill him. And I don't know what this army is. And if he took this province behind me, I could lose everything and that'd be bad. So what we're going to do, we're going to come on over here and take this this province here and try to like starve them out of cash. Our goal is to get rid of their money. And what's that?
Yeah.
All right. So we've taken this one and we didn't get this one. Ulm did, and we didn't talk to Ulm beforehand. But now Ulm is actually kind of the noose is tightening. And the reason we wanted this one is because it's a woodland hex, and we can make a fort here in one turn. His where the heck is his great mother?
One.
Oh, she's up here. Which one? This one?
Yeah, the one that Ulm.
Yeah, we did, but we aren't gonna. Ulm is taking Zabalba, and there's a kind of a rule of vulturing that. You can have a fight with the people that are like I don't know personally, because it's kind of like there's a lot of unwritten rules in Dominions, and one of them I feel is you don't argue that much with somebody that's taking the capital. It's kind of rude.
Yeah, because they're doing the fighting and you're.
Exactly. And so I mean, if he's like, no, I want everything. Well, we're gonna tell him to shove off. Um, but like, oh, actually, I'm sorry. I think I wanted this one in addition, and we didn't get it. So, oh well, what can you do? It's one of those things we don't want war with Moria, and if you see, like, they're very seriously gonna go hit Zabalba. Yeah. But if you see over here, like, Ulm is all the way down here. So like, there's their capital is where is their capital? Their capital is here. Their capital is here, and their province that they're taking are down here. So they are just wrecking face right now. And this is their teammate, and this is the Zabalba's teammate is Baratos. So Baratos is dead. Zabalba is dying, and it looks like Ulm's in the lead right now. Yeah. We cannot take this guy. It's like it's a stalemate. This great mother just we can't compete with it right now. We're trying to, but we can't. So this is going to be our move this turn. What we're going to do, I'm going to build a lab here, and it's really good because she's here. She can't make it to here this turn, I hope. And then we're going to move, where's my pan? Come on, where's the... I hope. Yeah, see, we're going to move him here, and the next turn he'll build a fort. And then the turn after that, what I might be doing here is constructing another lab, and then move him from here to here, and then build another fort. We're going to take this territory next turn, and we're going to start isolating this stuff down here. What I think is happening is that he's trying to outlast us. He's trying to make sure that we get hit by somebody else, and then when we get hit by somebody else, my guess is Ulm has promised them, hey, when we get done with Zabalba, we'll hit Pan next. And then he's going to come out and try to take us back, or something like that. Or maybe like Vanheim has said, we'll help you out. Or maybe Arco has said, like, we'll help you out. Somebody has probably promised him that they're going to attack. So he's kind of sitting tight right now and letting his partner die. I don't know. Any of that stuff could have happened. Yeah. But at this point, I figure that if he wants to sit here, I'll take all of this. I'll let him. And that's one thing, is that I'm a very aggressive player compared to other players. A lot of other players will just, they get frozen and they don't want to lose their army. They're scared to lose their army. Whereas I'm thinking, maybe I can take his cap. It's just a difference. And I mean, I could also be attacking here, and I think that probably might have been the better play. But at the same time, if I really want this throne. And its forest. And if Ulm decides that they're going to vulture, I need to take this stuff in a hurry. Yeah. So I'm moving over here to make sure that Ulm doesn't vulture, because normally I'd be okay with like a little bit of vulturing, but vulturing a throne is kind of, I don't want to even give him that option. Yeah. I mean, personally, I would vulture that in a second. In a heartbeat. At this point, if Ulm says, like, good luck, peace, and he goes and takes both of these, there's nothing Roos can do. And they're not, they still gotta beat Zabalba, so I don't know. Yeah. Always in the lead. Right now, it does look like they're in the lead by a lot. I need to take the throne, and we need to deal with this great monster. So. Okay, well, we're gonna stop it there because, yeah, it's at 38 minutes. We're moving on to Alt 4, which is, oh, and that's the other thing is, do I have the water thing yet? Oh, Quick and Self. I got Alteration 2, and this is the one that lets you attack twice in one turn. So, okay, well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.